In today's video, I'm going to show you what a percentage is. So having done lots of work on fractions up until this point, we're now looking at percentages. Now a percentage is actually just a fraction. It is a fraction over 100. Now, one of the things that I showed all the boys and girls in class before lockdown about a percentage is that this percentage sign is actually the number 100, just written in a funny way. It's 100, and it's a percentage sign. And all that sign simply means is that it is something out of 100. Now, if we actually look at the shortened version of the word percentage, the word percent, it actually means for each 100. Per means for each, and the word cent means 100. So the word percent just means for each 100. So I'm going to take you back to what we've learned about decimals now as well, and our decimal number system. After our decimal point, we have what we recognise as with a small letter T, and it stands for tenths. And then the next place down, you've got your hundredths, your units this way, tens and hundreds. Now, the hundredths is really significant when it comes to percentages, because if you've got something like 10%, that is, as a fraction, 10 over 100, and so as a decimal, it is 0.10. Now you may be looking at that going, Mrs. Smith, you tell us not to put a 0 on the end, and you're absolutely right. That 0 is not needed there. When it comes to the decimal number system, you do not need that 0. If you are using something like money, however, you would need that 0 to show that it was 10 pence. Let's look at some other examples of percentages and what they are. 3%, well, as a fraction, that is 3 over 100. So as a decimal, that is 300ths. So it's 0 units, decimal point, 0 tenths, and 300ths. Then let's look at another one, 25%. That is 25 over 100. So as a decimal, that is 0.25. Another one, 75%. Well, as a fraction, that is 75 over 100, which is 0.75. Some interesting fractions and percentages to think about are things like 0%. What is 0%? Well, 0% is 0 over 100. And if you have 0 out of 100 bits or parts, you have 0. This is known as a zero fraction. It means 0. Another one is 100%. That is 100 out of 100. Now, if you have any fraction at all where the number on the top, your numerator, and your denominator, your number on the bottom, are the same, just like this, 100 over 100, then that is called a whole number fraction. And it just means 1. You have the whole thing. You have it all. Another special kind of percentage, to look at would be something like 126%. Can you have more than 100%? And the answer is yes, you can. 126% is 126 over 100. Now if you remember back to one of my other videos about improper fractions, this is an improper fraction. The numerator on the top is bigger than the denominator. So that just means that you have more than one whole. So in this case, you have 100 of the 100 bits, you have your one whole, and then you still have another 26 hundredths. So you've got the whole thing and then another 26 hundredths on top of that, or a whole and another 26%, or as a decimal, it'd be 1.26. So in summary, a percentage is just another way of showing a fraction over 100. Percentages are all around us, and with everything in maths, these are one of the things that you will definitely need to use in real life. Whether it's doing your taxes, whether it's working out how much money's been taken off something in a sale, or working how much fibre is in your food, percentages are everywhere. It's a really important thing to learn about. Good luck with it.